Well, I think the River Lea is a kind of a hugely important feature of the town. It runs through the town physically from north to south. It splits the town almost in two. It runs through the history of the town and the various phases of settlement that there have been. We've had, dating way back to a period of prehistory when people first settled around it, and people have celebrated it for its beauty. They've celebrated it for its power and its ability to generate industries and to help feed and water the people of the town. So it is really a hugely important resource for Luton, and that, I think, is why today there's an increased interest in it, because it's still there. It's been through a period of neglect, been through a period where it's been buried and forgotten about, and people are now recognising that it is still there and it's still important, and people want to bring it back and to really celebrate it now. And I think that's a very significant thing for the future of the town. So the very name, Luton, comes from Lea town. It was the town by the River Lea, the settlement by the Lea. And that's, something that perhaps gets forgotten these days. It's, there's, generations of people who have moved in from, elsewhere in the UK, from Europe, from Asia, and globally now, and they all, I think, deserve to have that river as a focus for the celebration and for recreation and to enjoy, and I think that's very important. I see it as a unifying factor. Certainly, when I came to Luton, and I came here as a student, I didn't expect that I would settle in the town. I've lived in the town now since 1980. I've worked for the council here since 1990, and I've been involved in conservation in some shape or form for nearly all of that time. I don't think that I would have ever have thought I would see the time when the deculverting that we've seen recently would happen. And when I first came, I was a very, very small voice in a very big institution, and I think people saw me as as an interloper and eccentric, and didn't have sort of very kind of normal views about how open spaces should be and what we should be doing for wildlife and that sort of thing. And I think it's that sort of persistence in a way which has helped transform things. And the deculverting is something that we've been arguing for a very, very long time. But now it's happening without me having to be involved in it. It's kind of, that's up to you guys now. We've argued the case for doing it. Now, try and make it happen. And I think that's where we are now with things, that we are in a position where things are taking on their own momentum. They're not just relying on people like me, keep banging on about, do this, do this, do this. People now are kind of seeing that bigger picture, and they're seeing the benefits of it, and the health benefits and the other benefits that are derived from it. And it's kind of moving forward under its own steam now. So we kind of set it on its feet, and now it's kind of walking, which is kind of good.